man, that is a nice life. Good afternoon, y'all, or good evening. It's 9 o'clock. I'm gonna hurry up this video because I gotta get everything settled and get ready for bed. It is the night before the mission trip to Melbourne, Florida, 2019 summer. This is pretty much the light packing that I've been doing. I'm just worn right now because it's been a long week of, well, half of nothing, and then some days it's half of everything. It's time for me to relax right now. Time to get some rest because I gotta arrive at the church at 5 a.m. We leave 5:30 and we'll be out on the road trip, and I'll keep y'all updated on that. So, let's get some shut-eye. Good morning, good morning. Ooh, it's kind of an interesting vibe right here. So, it is currently 4:26. I got up just a few minutes ago. We're gonna run some quick errands, and then we're gonna be heading on over to River Rocks Church. You'll be able to meet everyone else over there. And yeah, this is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting day. We're talking a 6-hour road trip with a bunch of high school guys crammed in this tiny little van. Oh yeah, good stuff, good stuff. So welcome to the documentary! Just a really well put YouTube video. I'm your host, Colby Robison, or known as Spark Dog, as my, studio thingy, this intro thing. Today I'm showing you, the week. Well, last week. It was a good week. This was indeed my first ever mission trip, and gotta be by far one of the best experiences of my life. So much so that it completely changed up the original plan of me getting a ton of footage, because I was so focused in the moment that I didn't really take out my camera as much. Good news is Pastor Kevin of Calvary Chapel in Florida, shout out to him, you're welcome with that. Hey guys. He did a ton of the GoPro vids. So yeah, a lot of the talking and details will come from me right here, but there is plenty of enough footage for everything else to make this video seem less just this. I think that works out. Let's go ahead and get started to day one, where everything happens. Just like every other day, let's get to it. Well, good morning. It is currently 5 a.m. We are actually at day 2, but I'm gonna be talking about day 1 because we got in pretty late last night, and there's a lot more going on than I thought would be. So I'm trying to figure out when exactly, to post here and there, just give updates and all. Today's the time to just talk about day 1. So day 1 was more now we know who needs some coffee and who doesn't.
I need coffee. Me need coffee.
He need coffee. Yo, right there, y'all wide awake, right? Yeah? He's gone.
He's gonna cry.
What?
Welcome to the mission trip.
Any questions before we get started?
When do we eat?
How the heck do you do this?
I would enjoy it.
This is gonna be a while. It's gonna be long.
8 hours.
8 hours. Oh. I know you can't hear us right now.
You can hear me too.
Yeah, you probably can't hear me.
Can you hear me?
We are currently on the road right now. Oh, it's beautiful view, beautiful view.
Oh, we're gonna die.
Whoop!
We're gonna die. Whoop. Lincoln, do you know how to drive?
I know this looks probably a bit strange right now, but I can explain.
I can't drive. You know how to drive?
I can't.
Okay? He's got a point. Like, you have to stop and point at the next person.
I'm not doing it, just heads up.
Yeah, come on. Okay? Come on. Come on. What are you gonna see? Oh. I'm going to the sea. Watch out, because you might get stung by a bee. Ah!
We eventually arrived at a Cracker Barrel, had some breakfast, and then we just went back on the road again.
Wait, what's the sign? What's the sign? Here it is, here it is. That's the one in, that's the one in. Let's go. Well, we got 3 hours left.
Jake, point it. Who has it next? Colby, you have it.
Huh?
Rap.
I'm filming. Music video, let's go. I'm
I'm so wet in my 3-point game. I shoot threes, call me Steph Curry. I know, I use that a lot, but that's okay. Hey, I'm with my boys and we on the way to Florida. Oh wait, we're in it, but that's okay because hey, I'm with my boys and we're going. You lost. I lost it. I can't. I'm not sleeping. I'm always breathing. I'm on that grind. Yeah. I'm on that grind. Always wanted to win the next game. Hey, I never want to take L's. That's not my way. Hey, but guess what? I got TJ and it's his turn.
But then we finally arrived, and we are very blessed to have this beautiful, beautiful host home. An amazing group overall. Every single person is so strong in their faith, and that's what I love. Good thing I'm able to squeeze in some time for these vids, because man, we get in pretty late, pretty often. We worked at this camp called Camp Wynn, Cocoa Beach. It was near Cocoa Beach. Pretty much it's a 9-week summer camp for these kids. A lot of them come from families that they don't have as much as we do and all. For today, we pretty much were camp counselors, and man, it was a lot more fun than I expected it to be. I mean, it was.
Oh snap! Let's go! Let's go! I'm pretty sure we're going that way. Bring it, right here. Yes!
That was a blast. I mean, right here, I mean, this pretty much shows everything for you. There is sports, inside there's some games, and yeah, just a whole lot of stuff. And that thing goes on for 9 weeks. Full respects to those who served through that time. I felt my heart change so much just on that one day. And oh man, in that heat, I mean, you can probably tell I didn't get it too well. Yeah, good thing I brought aloe. Always bring aloe. So, welcome to day 3. Today we're talking about what amazing stuff has happened. First off, we split off into 2 groups. The first group went over to this master's workshop where they sat and they talked with kids and they served with them. And then the other half of us had a veterans car wash. And
we're in the car.
Oh my gosh.
Hey gentlemen, we hacked your camp! Oh, you wanna go, huh?
Now, what stood out to me also as I was greeting the veterans that were stopping by for the car wash, a lot of them had the urge to pay us back. They would take out their wallet and beg to donate money to the church or whatever cause that we were doing. It was interesting just to tell them that they didn't have to give. This was all just a service to them, to thank them for their service. And it really stood out to one person as her husband had passed 5 years ago, and he was the one who served. The concept of pure grace without any need of returning any sort of payment, it threw them off. But that is just the glory of really the gospel. That's really what Jesus did for us. So just being able to express that kind of grace through this car wash, it was definitely an experience.
And we out here. Hola.
Hola.
Hi. Hola. Hola.
Hello.
And there's the other people in the back.
Always with a bunch of girls right now.
The camera guy with a bunch of girls, big deal. We are here with a tent that is about to blow away in the wind. So that was day 2. How was the car wash?
It was good. We worked hard. We probably cleaned about, how many cars y'all think?
At least
15. We were just on it all the time. So
30, 40.
It was actually really
30,
fun.
40. 30, 40, yeah. They cleaned out the cars, spread the word in the gospel and all. I was on dryer duty. She was on soaking duty.
I sprayed.
Yeah.
Like 2 minutes.
Yeah. And now the people are returning from holding the signs, and there you have it.
Of course, you know, there's definitely some fun and fellowship with the past few days, and it really grew my heart and faith and service. But this is where God took it to the next level. While half of the guys went over to go evangelize in a park, God called me to go to the master's workshop with the others. But when I was there, I was called to say a devotional. So this was my first devotional I've ever shared. This experience really kind of took me out of especially my spiritual comfort zone and really stepped me up with what I knew to do. And that took an even bigger step when that night we were hosting a huge church party, which the night before we were inviting teens to come to. This is where I shared my testimony to what someone told me was about 90 people. And something like that, to that scale, I never thought I would have done. But sure enough, all this happened within that day.
What's going on, guys? We out here on the mission trip, day 4. This is my first day. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Go out, be exciting. Who else is ready?
What's up, baby? Yeah.
We got a lot of energy.
You wanna try it? Okay, you try, all right.
Like act like it's my channel. What's up, guys? I'm back, you know.
Hi guys,
Hey
it's me
guys,
again.
AJ.
Thank you for 1 million. Super stoked.
Can't believe how quick my channel has
Gang,
grown.
gang. Hey, watch funny flicks.
Hey.
Whoa!
Hey, this is my channel.
Plug,
Hey, don't do me like that.
plug.
Hey, collab,
At
let's
Maddie
go. This video better go big.
Yeah, I lost my voice. That guy is so sexy. Wait, look at this guy. If you're single.
Houston, man.
Oh, you're gonna smear the lens.
You smeared the lens.
So I'm here, and I'm gonna lead this channel now. We're just out here on a mission trip serving Jesus. It's going really well so far. We're about to go to a park. We're gonna have super fun.
What's been your favorite part about the mission trip?
Right here.
Oh!
Go for it, all right. GFN, how we all doing?
I mean, is that the only thing I'm associated with?
Huh?
Is that the only thing I'm associated with?
Well, you're number 14 in the nation, so tell us about it, all right? Tell us about it, yeah, all right.
I'm a very good football player.
Yeah, very good, as in like really good. Like,
put that in.
it's insane how good, yeah. Huh? Yeah, is it? Not so much. I'm doing the paper. Watch this, watch.
No.
Paper. See the paper? I got the paper right here. No, that's the paper. No, that's the paper.
I grabbed it. I threw it.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be a ton of editing. Thanks, buddy.
Say hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
She's a little crazy this morning.
Hey, follow me on Insta at
Bam.
@ Ruthie_Pittman. Wait, let me do one.
You've done it at least 3 different times.
Follow me on Instagram, @Addy_K.
Follow us on Instagram.
Mine is
Buddy.
If you had an older brother.
If we had the same mom,
Facts.
you know, it's like spirit brothers.
Thanks for watching. All right, now record Jake and I. On Spark Dog Nation.
Wait, is there more to it? Hey. I couldn't think of a better way to describe the missions team. Man, let's throw that to the side. Anyways, by this time, as you saw, our community was thriving together. We were bonding so much together in faith. For me, in my case, Wednesday was really stretching my faith in terms of service. Thursday was really like almost a day of spiritual warfare for me. There was a lot of stuff going on in my mind. All this suddenly doubt, fear, concern, and I could clearly see that it was the enemy really trying to push me off track from the overall week and the people I'm with. Where I was just praying throughout the day and just praying to God just to help, you know, clear my mind and just focus on the day. As for the day itself, it was phenomenal. We went over to the park. We made a nice little festival with a face painting, free food, some games, and it was another great day of evangelism. What made this event really special was there was this summer camp, and they were visiting at the park and they happened to find our special little event. So it was amazing to be able to connect with these kids and showing them God and all. And really, J-Fan knocked it out of the park when he stood on the stage and he just went ahead and just shared the gospel. That afternoon, we got to meet up to Pastor TJ at his house because he was serving dinner. And this seems a bit off topic, but it's just a really funny video to show. This is Tyler Cooper holding on to an electric fence for 3 seconds. When Friday arrived, it was very, very nostalgic. As we were now looking back into the days of all that we've done and learned, to have a day to just relax on the beach and just to take in all that just happened. All of our hearts were stirring up. For a lot of us, we had already given our lives to Christ. But for some, it was their first time really understanding a deep relationship in Christ. And so also that day, a lot of us, including me, made one of the best decisions we could ever make in our lives. This has got to be the one moment I cherish so much. And it's just something I just will never forget.
Georgia for a mission!
And so the season was over and it was time to go home. Bittersweet, but at the same time, we had our fellowship together and we just knew that we would just connect together so much once we get home. So it was another one of those 8-hour bus rides home. Nothing too different. Oh my gosh, notification. It was nothing too different other than it was a bit calmer. So to wrap up this entire week, it was definitely some highs and lows, definitely some calm and vibrant moments. It's gotta be the most dynamic times of my life. So for those of you who've never been to a mission trip, or if you've never served, I'm gonna be completely honest. You're missing out. I'd say you gotta at least do one sort of mission trip or serving full time in your life, because I'm telling you, that to me, that right there is a transition between everyday life and waking up to living a life for Christ. It sets your mind in place for the rest of your life. Now, I don't want to leave this video on a, you know, on a sad, I mean, some of you may be crying after this video. We gotta end this right, all right? Hey, Luke, quick favor, hope you're not busy, all right?
I'm straight.
All right, say bye to the video, all right?
Hey.